For 13 years, my rescue, my family, and I have shared our mission on the TV series Pitbulls and Parolees. But you probably already knew that. What you don't know is, TV show or no TV show, our work of rescuing, rehabilitating, and rehoming dogs doesn't stop. And now, thanks to all of you, we're going to keep sharing that work in a new series. This is our Life with the Underdogs.
To order some binoculars, dude.
When you look in a cane field, you see like those like big dirt mounds, and I'm like, is that a dog? Is that a dog? And it's a freaking dirt mound. But if I had binoculars, I'd be able to see that it was just a dirt mound. I was sent a picture that was on Facebook. Someone posted a picture of a black and white collie on the side of the road on one of the back roads, 1011, which is basically just a small 2-lane road that is just covered in cane fields. Their animal control was busy at the moment. So I figured I had some extra time, I'd go back there and see if I could track it down. So like this is like where dogs would totally hide. Look at all that, the vining and... I mean, if I was a dog, I'd go hide there. Highway 1011 is miles and miles of a 2-lane road, and again, on both sides, it's ditches and cane fields. So that doesn't really narrow it down where the dog is. So I'm pretty much just driving around looking for any type of movement, any type of thing that looks like an animal or a dog. I think I want to see him so bad, I'm just like, everything looks like a dog now. After doing that for hours, it gets a little discouraging and you really just start to have no hope. Pretty much, if you don't have eyes on a dog and you're out here searching, it's a needle in a haystack. You're lucky if you find something moving. As I'm going through some of the cane fields and looking with some of the help of the local cane farmers, another farmer called the one that I was actually around and said that they had spotted a border collie, that there was a black and white dog running loose in the cane field. So I immediately headed to where he was at to see if I could get her. I could see a couple cane farmers flagging me down, and they're on the road part, and in the actual cane field, you can see the collie just running around. I could see bones, like you could tell that she was really skinny. She didn't have any interest in coming by the cane farmers, so that worried me a little bit, that if she was extremely skittish, that would make this rescue just 10 times more complicated. It's not like it's in a backyard or in an area where I can corral. It's completely open land.
Just lay down, baby. Just lay down.
It makes it 10 times harder to try and catch and corral an animal when they have so many different directions they can run away from you in. I could still see her heading my direction, so I got a little hopeful. I'm like, well, maybe she sees me and maybe she is running towards me. It's almost like she didn't even notice I was there. The way she was acting was a little strange. She got even closer, almost maybe 5 feet from me, and immediately stopped when I moved and looked up, almost like she finally noticed I was standing there, and immediately turned around and took off. This was a little alarming. Why didn't she see me as she was running up to me? Which is really strange. When dogs are feral or in survival mode, they notice and hear everything. Everything spooks them and makes them jump. Seeing that, it actually made me worry a little bit more. Does this dog have some severe health issues going on? And that's gonna make it harder to catch her. But now I know I need to try and catch her. Come here. Hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. She decided to stop and kind of go towards, like she was crawling into the ditch. So I quietly was like, okay, well, maybe this is my only shot. I'm gonna see if I can just get closer to her. Maybe she's getting tired. You can still hear my feet cracking the sticks. Like, I was trying to be quiet, but I definitely wasn't being as quiet as I thought I was. Her little legs, she was trying to crawl through this burrow of blackberry thorns. So I'm like, either she's stuck and this is my chance, or she can't hear me walking up, or she could be injured. So many things are going through my mind, and all I'm focused on now is I'm getting closer to her, and this may be my only chance to catch her. I lowered my loop just to see on the off chance I could loop her head with her butt being stuck in the bush. As she looked up, when she was startled, the leash actually slid right down on her neck, and I tightened it, and I knew at that moment I had her.
I got you, baby. It's okay. You're okay. You're safe. Hi, baby. You're safe. Come on.
She didn't want to move, and I don't think it was because she was scared. I think she finally knew someone had her, and she's like, I'm good now. She just collapsed on the ground.
I know, baby, I'm sorry. You're safe though, okay? I got you.
I went to pick her up, and at that moment I could feel how skinny she was. She was bones. I looked at her gums. They were really white, which means she could be dehydrated. I don't know how long she's been out there. So in my mind, it was get her in the van and let's get her back and assess her immediately. Her eyes look normal, but I'm telling you, either she has hearing or vision problems. I didn't just catch her for nothing. We're gonna figure out how to make her better. All right. So I decided to name her Renee after the cane farmer that helped me catch her. She doesn't look that old to be having this many issues. Yeah, I don't think she can see on this side. I was able to kind of check her out quickly when I first got her, but now that I have her and I'm here in a room with her, I can really feel on her and make sure, like, you know, see if anything stands out. What? Look at this old scar.
I bet she was hit.
There's a divot in her bone, like a hole where that scar was. I wonder if she got shot or something. What we did learn about Renee is that she does have no eyesight in her left eye. So there's actually a small little spot next to her eye that looks like she was possibly shot with something. We did an x-ray and we can't confirm exactly what it is. It could be a pellet, a BB, but she was definitely shot in the face, which is really horrifying. And that has caused so much damage that it has now caused that eye to go completely blind.
Who did it? Tell me who did it. Let's go get him. I'm gonna go get him.
On the plus side, she is heartworm negative, which is really bizarre. Not a dog running in a cane field would I think would be heartworm negative. And her blood work actually looks pretty good. So she's not dehydrated right now. She doesn't have any major infections or anything going on. So I think right now for her, the plan is to get a bunch of groceries in her, and we'll give her a dental and get her spayed, and hopefully we don't run into any hoops. So she's a lot better than what I thought she was.
Hers needs lots of groceries.
After spending some time with her at the vet, you know, she is still pretty timid. You know, again, we still just met each other, but I can sense she really is a sweet dog. She's very gentle. She's taking treats right out of our hands, and so for a dog that hungry to be that gentle and not wanting to scarf down our fingers to get to the food, that's really amazing. It's also really heartbreaking. This dog is so sweet and so timid and has a gunshot to the head. Like, what did this dog do to deserve that? She doesn't seem like a dog that would do anything to deserve that. With that type of personality, if we get her medical right, she's going to be able to find a home really easily. It's really hard to speculate what or how she got in that cane field. The only thing that leads me to believe that she may have had a home once is that she's heartworm negative. Did someone care about her enough to give her prevention? If she was an outside dog for 6 years, she should have gotten heartworms if she didn't have prevention. There's no other explanation. So did she all of a sudden get sick, or did someone all of a sudden one day they didn't like her so they went and dumped her? You know, she's partially blind, so I don't see that she escaped. I wish I had the answer of how she ended up the way she did. And I wish I knew who did what they did to her, because I would definitely pay them a visit. But now that we have her, she's only gonna know the good. She's with us, she's safe, she doesn't have to go through any of that, and she doesn't have to go through it alone. And once a VRC dog, always a VRC dog, so we will stand by her, and now she only has up from here.